think. Give me real quick. Window, cause yeah. Okay. Right, I think we're live. Okay. So, new waypoint update. I'm currently updating my game, so I can't actually play it, but I figured we'd have a look at the release notes. So yeah, there's a trailer out. Waypoint launching the first time Switch. Fundamental elements of gameplay during game mode, inventory size and usability, milestones, journey cataloging, much more. Alright, so that's great. So far it seems like this is mostly a system upgrade a little bit and not so much new features. But
this is No Man's Sky version 4.0, the Waypoint update. An overhaul of design and balance across the universe. Custom game modes allow players to tailor every aspect of the game to their unique playstyle, including survival, crafting, combat, accessibility, and controls. Meanwhile, a new milestone system, new collectibles, and improved mission content brings new long-term goals and challenge.
Right.
Inventories have been overhauled and streamlined.
That's something I'm very excited about, because inventory management has always been a thing in this game, and it's not always. I mean, they've done a lot of work on it to make it better over the times, but even in the latest updates, it's still always a chore, and stuff always ends up where it doesn't need to be and stuff like that. So I'm really hoping that they did something good here.
Ships, weapons, and players have their level cap greatly increased.
I don't know what they mean with. I don't know what they mean with level cap here, but we'll see. Because yeah, honestly, we don't really have a level as far as I know. Like players don't really have a level as far as I can tell. But we'll see.
By a new information portal with a summary of their goals and progress. Introducing hundreds of quality of life improvements,
I wonder what that is.
Macro and micro.
It's a little rock
Relaxed
there.
mode brings a new focus on sandbox exploration for travelers old and new. Our journey continues.
Okay. So far that seems cool. I don't know exactly what to expect yet, but we're gonna read on. Custom game modes. Yes, so this is what we've been kind of expecting so far. But this seems a lot more in depth than I would have thought. Every aspect of the game to your unique playstyle, but custom game modes launch into action quickly with an existing difficulty preset or tinker with everything from economy to combat challenge to survival difficult to perfect your experience. Right. So that, I don't know how much I like that per se. Because it feels like they just give you an easy way to cheat if you want to cheat, which honestly, with the way end game here works, that might be what most people do, because nobody wants to keep grinding for materials to build new stuff. And honestly, let's be honest, building stuff is the end game of this game. Realistically, of course, you could go for like completionist style and do all the milestones and stuff. And sure, that'll get you somewhere, but eventually you'll run out of stuff to do, and you know, then what? So then building becomes the thing to do. It is the one thing that you can kind of keep doing as much as you want until you stop being interested in the game, I guess. So yeah, there's that. Seamless auto saves. Now this is a big one, because while this may make cheating a lot easier in some ways, because I think I see like crafting, yeah, you can just set your crafting to be free and stuff like that. So you want to build something, just set it to free, and you know, so yeah, that makes cheating a lot easier, I guess. So that's not great, but this will potentially, but let's read it first. New continual auto-saving system allows you to fully immerse yourself in the journey without ever needing to think about saving your progress. Manual saves remain, giving you full control when needed. Right. This will probably take out a lot of existing what's it called, like existing exploits. Not everything, but anything that requires or required, I guess, an auto save and a manual save to do won't be working anymore, I think. Or let me rephrase that. I don't think that's quite correct. In some cases, there are exploits that need you to be in areas where you cannot manually save, and so you would need to use an auto save to get your exploits done, and those are not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to do those anymore, I think. So that's in a way good. In another way, I don't know, because the above kind of gets rid of the challenge if you don't want a challenge, I guess. But Trade Rocket, let's just continue, because I have some thoughts about that I don't know. I am not sure what to think about that. Load and launch a personal trade rocket to automatically sell items on the Galactic Trade Network. Summon the device from anywhere on a planetary surface, then fire it off to the local space station for profit. Okay, so that's kind of fun. I wonder just how you, yeah, I mean, I can see that being useful in general. I mean, normally, yeah, normally what you would do is either just build a quick base and build a what's it called, the terminal, trade terminal, and just do that, or just fly to the space station yourself. This is gonna be a little bit quicker, I imagine. So I guess that's good. I don't know if it was that necessary. Inventory has been visually overhauled. Okay, I didn't think it needed a visual overhaul per se. With new slot designs, backgrounds, icons, and more, item management has been streamlined with technology and cargo slots now accessible from a single view. Okay, technology and cargo slots now. Okay, right. I mean, that seems interesting, but not necessarily all that much more useful per se. I don't know, because I don't, like the stuff in your tech is always gonna just be in your tech, so it's not like you want to move things over from one to the other a lot. So I don't know if I see the point in that. But we'll see in game in a bit. Nintendo Switch, I'm honestly, I know that that is a really big thing, and hats off to them, but I am a PC player and it's not something I am particularly interested in, so I'm going to skip over that. If you do want to see it, of course, just go to this this website. You'll find it. This is the official No Man's Sky website, so yeah. There's that. AMD Fidelity FX 2.0. Okay, I think I've heard of this. Cutting edge open source temporal upscaling solution for a higher improved frame rates. All PC players enjoy increased performance from this. Yeah. Okay, okay. I am a little bit unsure if we had a similar thing before. I think we did have something similar before that also did a similar thing. I don't know if we can use both at the same time or not, or if this is just the 2.0 version of the same thing that we already had, or something. I don't know. It's cool anyway. It's extra performance for everyone, so yay. Relaxed game mode. The new relaxed preset provides an accessible, laid-back experience of No Man's Sky. Perfect for players who want to experience all facets of gameplay, from story to survival to combat, with reduced danger and minimal grind. Now that seems very interesting. But I wonder what it really adds now that you have the custom difficulties, because yeah, that I'm not a fan of custom difficulties, I think. Because it kind of makes it so that if you are playing the game in a way that you like playing and then get frustrated, which it's fine to get frustrated in a game. That gives you a drive to do better and, you know, keep playing. Um, so that's fine. Honestly, No Man's Sky's never really had that apart from the first couple of well, maybe half an hour, something like that. Um, beginning of the game. But yeah, you're kind of taking that away with the custom uh, difficulty, because if it's too hard, then just make it easier. Um, not a great fan of that. So honestly, what I might do is leave that custom stuff alone, um, and I'm probably just gonna keep playing normal for the most part. I may check out the relaxed version, see if it's really any different. I have my doubts that it will feel any different, um, apart from being a lot easier maybe. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. Unique Switch rewards. Okay. I mean that is kind of fun. I I I, I don't really care about the Switch, but I do like that. The Switch color scheme on the ship. Yeah. That's fun. I like that. Even if I don't really get to do anything with that. Space anomaly atmospherics. The bustling space anomaly feels deeper, more atmospheric, with a total overhaul of visual effects throughout the anomaly. Huh. See, I. Hmm. They're saying the bustling space anomaly, and then they're showing us this, which is one guy in an empty, giant building thing. Um, yeah, I wouldn't have used bustling per se for the space anomaly. Um, uh, sure, if there's a lot of players around, it gets a little bit more populated, but bustling is something different, people. Um, Dynamic difficulty, which is again just the same thing as the custom. Wait, so we have custom game modes and dynamic difficulty. What's the difference here? Let's go back. Can be tweaked at any time, so you can continue to refine your. Adjust their settings to take advantage of new survival challenges or simplicity of relaxed mode. Continue to change back and forth as to which. Yeah, so that's just a part of the custom game modes, really. Feels like not a lot. Drop pods. I mean, I haven't used a drop pod since years ago, I think, but let's hope there's something here. Um, Damaged drop pods on planetary surfaces will now generate a marker and guide mission to assist the repair process. Okay. Allow players to find their way back if they need to gather materials. Okay, so that's a fun little ease of not ease of access, but like the other one, quality of life. That's the one. That's a little quality of life upgrade, I think. If I'm directly with exosuit upgrade charts rather than having to feed data into a signal booster. Okay. Okay, so we can find them with charts. That's interesting. Twitch campaigns. I'm not that interested in those normally because normally they're not that not that new. Though I haven't seen this mask before. So I think that might be a new thing. I think I've seen this poster, I think I've seen these three, and everything else is kind of just stuff that we have already had. This was had from an expedition, so yeah, as somebody who doesn't really watch Twitch all that much, and doesn't really have an idea how things work on Twitch, how to get Twitch drops enabled. Like I may or may not be logged into an account kind of thing, you know. That's how often I watch Twitch. Yeah, it's more of a hassle than it's worth to me. Inventory redesign. Okay. Now that sounds interesting. Has been clarified. Okay, that means nothing to me. Upgrades are now confined to technology slots, allowing more space for items and creating more interesting decisions about which upgrades to use. Okay. That is a significant, very significant downgrade for anyone who has been using upgrades in their main inventory, because you can no longer do that now, it seems. Okay. Inventory capacity has been dramatically expanded, with storage increased across all inventories from exosuits to freighters. That's great. Doesn't really fix anything, sadly. It will fix things for now, until there's more stuff that gets added and we lose our ability to have open inventory slots again. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this part. The nerf there could be interesting. It could make the game a little bit harder. Well, it should make the game a little bit harder, I should say. But yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work if we can just set the difficulty lower. So yeah, we'll see. Planetary visual effects. Ancient alien structures and beacons have been visually enhanced with brand new effects, materializing upon activation. While I love the look of this, I could have done without. Again, it's pretty, but this is really necessary. Story records. Piece together ancient stories and record a log of your journey with the new collected knowledge. Section of the cataloging guide. Right. Okay. We should uncover the many secrets hidden throughout the universe. Right. So that's interesting, but again, I don't know what exactly that's gonna do for us. That's more of a completionist kind of thing. If you like that kind of gameplay, um, which fair, that's a lot of fun. Um, then this will probably keep you busy for a while. Um, Inventory filters. Okay. They'll be highlighted, quickly located using a set of filters, making it easier to organize your belongings. Okay, okay, okay. Huh. So, what it's looking like is that we're getting a cargo here, but we're no longer having any other inventory space there. So we're definitely missing some inventory space here, in my opinion, from just looking at this. Anyway, I was hoping that these would be different inventories, but they're not. They're just categories, I guess. I don't know how I like that. We'll see. Crafting trees. Also, I don't know what happens to all the stuff in my inventory as it is right now, because I am using a lot of upgrades in my inventory slots. I am probably full on using my cargo for a lot of stuff. I am probably full on tech slots as well. So what's gonna happen to all of that? I don't know. But we'll see. Crafting trees. The detailed steps for crafting complex products can be visualized in a tree, allowing explorers to collect and prepare subcomponents in advance. Okay. Let me Detailed steps for crafting complex products can now be visualized as a tree. Right. Okay. That I do like. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I'm still not 100% on how useful it's gonna be in the um, in the long term, per se, because eventually you'll know all these components that you're crafting, and I'm gonna guess that you don't really need that anymore, but we'll see. Asteroid fields now contain a range of new, rare, and exotic variants. Okay, okay, okay. That's cool. More variety in our asteroid fields. I don't know that we needed that. It's cool. It's definitely very cool. I would have loved to have seen more ships flying around, because now even every now and then we see some ships flying around, but we don't see a lot of them. And you know, maybe it's because it's space, so space is huge, and maybe not a lot goes to space. But then again, every planet that we visit uh, has a spacefaring civilization, so you'd expect there to be a lot of space travel, I think. Anyway, fun. I don't really see the point. Milestone guidance. Journey milestones may now be pinned from the catalog and guide, providing helpful hints and tips to the mission log. Okay. I mean, that could be interesting. Doesn't see, again, a quality of life thing, not a really a big thing at all, but okay. Ease of use, quality of life, ease of use, kind of the same thing. Huge number of features have been added or enhanced to improve ease of use across the game. First person headbolt may now be disabled. That's kind of interesting. The maximum number of communication station icons displayed at once has been reduced. That is very nice. I don't know how much it's been reduced, which is kind of a shame. Cursor control for players using a gamepad has been improved. Okay. Radical targeting for interactions and wiring is now more forgiving and less fiddly. Interactions and wiring is now more forgiving and less fiddly. Right. Okay. That could go that could go either way. I hope that means that they've made changes that actually make them feel better, because less fiddly wasn't necessarily the problem. The problem was that it just didn't. That there were just too many like points, and you could aim at a point and it wouldn't snap to that point, but to some other random point that was maybe closer by or something. Which that just doesn't work very well. I hope this is good. Because that would be really nice if that was better, but we'll see. Hardcore explorers can test their mettle in new ramped up survival mode. Okay, featuring greater breadth and depth of challenges to overcome. I mean, what does that mean though? In addition to quantitative balance settings such as fuel consumption and hazard intensity, explorers must take care to repair their technology from damage and rely on their own harvesting capabilities rather than shops to acquire key survival resources. Right. Now that, honestly, that just seems like more of a chore and not necessarily more fun gameplay that actually you know, makes the game more difficult, but just more well, no, let's say this makes the game less manageable. Which, if you have to increase the difficulty by making it less manageable, that's not great, I'll say. Space visual effects. Hollywood have all been given a fresh breath of life with new visual effects. Okay. I will say I haven't played in a while, so I don't really see that much difference. I see some difference for sure, but okay, it's a change. I don't know if I have to be particularly excited about that change. Um, yeah, this does look different and it does look better, I think. All of it probably does, but okay. I don't know if that was really something we needed. The catalog. Guide and milestone pages have been completely reorganized for clarity and ease of use. Decluttering the navigational tabs at the top of the pause menu and with all information now accessible from a centralized hub. Right. Let me the navigational tabs. Right. Okay. Yeah, this is better, I think. Um, I mean, I'm not sure if it is, honestly. Um, on the one hand, yes, this top bar is less cluttered, but it wasn't that cluttered to begin with. Um, and I don't know. I don't know if that really needed to be cleaned up. On the other hand, we do now have one tab for three completely different things. Sure, they are somewhat connected in what they are for, but I don't know. I don't know. This now seems like a tab where they just dumped three different things into one tab that maybe should have stayed separate. Who knows? Maybe it's great. I don't know. We'll see. Eventually. Okay. So this looks kind of similar to what it was, and yeah, yeah. It looks like instead of having buttons here at the top, now you have buttons here that go through to the same pages, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like it. We'll see. Medals. The celebratory rank medals for progression through faction and journey milestones have been made clearer and more visually diverse. Cool. Cool. I wish those medals had some more bearing on the actual game. That would have been fun. But we'll see. Scanning with the analysis visor has been accelerated, making discovery, especially of fast-moving creatures, more efficient. Moving upgrades for the jetpack have been made more powerful. Right. Procedurally generated technology modules now stack in the inventory. Okay, cool. Waypoints are now highlighted with an icon in the analysis visor. Traveler graves will now manifest memory fragments offering important technology upgrades to aid living travelers on their journeys. Okay. I think I like that. Because that adds some gameplay. Because now you can go explore, you can go to a system, you can go to the space station, you can find a traveler there, you can go to their grave, and you can get upgrades that way. That's a little bit of a gameplay loop that actually helps your character get stronger, which I like. I like that. I think I like that. gonna have to see how overpowered that becomes, because that might be overpowered. It might not be. We'll see. If it takes too long to get like good upgrades, because I'm guessing the upgrades that you get are gonna be a random class or a class based on this new leveling system that we've heard about, but not really seen anything about. I don't know. It might be easier to just buy your upgrades, which, yeah, we'll see. Refiner and cooking recipes. Recipes discovered through experimentation with the refiner and nutrient processor are now recorded for future reference. Okay. That's nice. I like that. Yeah. That's nice. Again, quality of life stuff. But that's nice. New faction milestones. The alien race and guild factions issues a new set of challenges to explorers, encouraging a broader and deeper play experience. Right. I have not really tried the new challenges that they added to the anomaly a while back, but I'm gonna be slightly disappointed if this is just those challenges given by the alien races and guild factions, which I have a sneaking suspicion that might be what that is. If it is, I'm gonna be a little bit disappointed. But yeah, we'll have to see, or not, because honestly, I don't really do those anyway. But yeah, technology packaging. That sounds interesting. Installed technologies may now be disassembled into convenient transferable packages. Oh, okay. Stash them away in your inventory to install in a freshly acquired starship or multi-tool, or trade with friends to collect your dream loadout. Okay, that's interesting. That's again quality of life, but that's a good one, because now you don't have to completely rebuild your ship from the ground up once you found a new one that you like better, looks wise. So that's cool. You don't have to hold off on upgrading your ship because you don't have one that you like the look of. You can just upgrade it. If you find something better, buy it, put all your upgrades in your inventory, put them on the new ship. That's good. I like that. Dramatic Atlas interfaces. Encounters with the Atlas are now even more awe-inspiring with new visual effects. I'll be honest, I don't really remember how it used to look. I think they added some lightning effects here and there and a bunch of like particle stuff. It doesn't look that different from what I remember, but I haven't done any Atlas stuff in forever. I went through the main missions for a while and then was done eventually. So that wasn't great. And I haven't really needed to go back to that. So, Save renaming. Save data can now be more easily differentiated with an automatic record of saves location. And the option to give the save a custom name. Right. Okay. That is nice. That is, yeah, I like that. That is, especially if you've been playing for a while and you've got a couple of different expedition saves, perhaps some that you want to keep, some that you aren't so sure about, some, you know, some that you probably want to delete after you're done. You can now tag those, essentially. You can say, hey, this one I don't want to keep, this one I want to keep, by giving them that name, I guess. So that's nice. If you have multiple normal mode playthroughs, I don't know why you would want to do multiple normal mode playthroughs, but let's say you do, you can give them a name. That's nice. That's very nice. And it looks like that is it. Though there are patch notes as well. I don't think I'm gonna go through those completely because honestly, the big things, I I don't really know if it adds anything for me other than quality of life that, you know, I'm not really needing if I don't have something interesting to do. So yeah, there's that. I do want to check out the actual game, see what happened to my inventories, see what happened to all my items that I don't think I have space for anymore. Then again, apparently oh, it did actually, I was thinking I would have to switch that manually, but apparently not. Okay, well, if that, it looks a little bit weird on the stream, but okay, it's fine. Yeah. Apparently the storage containers and stuff have had a bit of an upgrade. So maybe some of the stuff that now wouldn't fit in my, oh wait, maybe installed tech in inventory slots is now just changed into the packaged forms. That would be nice if that was the case. We'll see. I really hope that's the case because honestly, it would kind of suck to lose all of that. I would want to make sure that I have the upgrades that I want. And all that. But then again, it looked to me like we don't have a general inventory anymore. We just have the tech and cargo inventories. So I hope that we haven't lost all of that. New guide entry, earning nanites. Holy shit. It is lagging a little bit because of reasons, I guess. Can we just go in here to not be so laggy? Wow. I think something may have gotten changed in my settings. Well, here's the new thing here. Survivor, okay. So that was a little bit weird. What happens if we do this? Guys, how do I get back from here to the portal? Can I get back to that, or do I have to do this or something? Yeah, I guess that works. It would have been nice if I pressed escape from here to return, if that would actually open this up again. That, no. So far, I am very disappointed by this update. I do want to check my graphics options. Ah, yes, we are on ultra for some reason. Let's just put them on high for now. Restart required. Fuck off. Well, let's hope at least some of it's changed. Okay. So there's that. Let's go to our inventory. That's our multi-tool. That hasn't changed. Starship has definitely changed. And yeah, it looks like our whole inventory has just gone to the cargo. And all our technology that we had there has just gone in there. We do have a lot more space though, I think. Okay, I did not know we could scroll here. That is interesting. Because that means we have quite a bit of space. I think seven slots by 10. So we have 70 cargo slots now. Yeah, I would have to check to see just how much actually changed there inventory wise, because we are missing the general inventory now and we just have a cargo. So there's that. Yep, this is what I was afraid of. Oh, but we do have so far we do appear to have some space still. Yeah, I had a lot of upgrades in my general inventory, which doesn't exist anymore. But it looks, what is this? Navigational data looks different now. Okay, cool. Pure ferrite does look different. Paraffinium doesn't really, I don't think. The hydrogen jelly does look different. Funnily enough, they forgot to change the icon up top there when you hover over it. That's still the old one. I wonder if they have. I think they've changed it on this one, but not on this one. I think. Or is it just? Might be that they've. I don't know. Might be that they've just changed the backgrounds here. and haven't changed those in the pop-up thing, and are using the upgraded for, I don't know, maybe we'll see. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff. I do believe we have more text slots than we used to have in our normal inventory. I don't think we had this many text slots. So that's great. But all of this is never ever gonna fit in this. So I am definitely gonna be losing some power there. The tool, that's still the same more or less. Though I don't know if we had these 2 empty slots. I think I had less space there, but I don't know. This is looking very interesting. This is a lot of space. Again, this is tech, so I've never really changed that too much, so that's okay. This though, ooh, we have a lot more space now. Let's go back one here, because this has completely changed for a lot of things. Yeah, all these different kinds of upgrades now look different, which is very nice. Let's see. Do we see anything? Oh, O2 looks different. These look different, but we already saw those. Floral storage. Do we have anything here that looks different? These looks like that? I don't know. I don't think they look different. I think this all look the same. And I think this also all looks the same. Okay. Okay. So inventory-wise, I would say an upgrade. Character-wise, maybe a downgrade, which I'm still not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. We can still have massively overpowered multi-tools, so we can still probably kill stuff fairly easily. But we can't have this many upgrades anymore, which kind of a little bit of a shame, maybe. But then again, we were completely overpowered and nothing really mattered. So maybe this will change that and things will start to matter again. So that might be good. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Jesus, lag. The lag is so bad. Did I even like shown this off? I don't know that I have. So this, let's have a look quick. To is our hangar bay. Very, 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 very much inspired by Peoplebum and his hangar bay, but slightly different. We have little holes here, and yeah, like that. Our design is also a little bit different. Still have not really figured out lighting, I think, because honestly, I think the way the game works doesn't really allow me to use a lot of lights. So unless I can like really control how big a light is and where I place it and all that, I'm not going to be able to really put a lot of lights in, because I have lights here in the walls for, I think, the most part, but you know, you don't really see them because they only pop in at a certain point, because my PC is just that bad. And it's not a bad PC, but it's not one that handles this kind of stuff very well. But yeah, I do kind of like the dark aesthetic as well, but we'll see. Anyway, that is a thing. Let's see. I don't know how much I did here, but I have a giant building here as well. I don't really know what to do with it. This is something I was working on as well. I haven't really done the other sides, and geez, the lag, man. It does not like this. But yeah. This is all functional inside, and then we have like an inner building here that has stuff going on. But yeah, this is all very, very laggy right now, and I don't think that's really the point of the whole update here, is to look at my freighter. So let's not do that. Let's see. Okay, so we have our autosave here is cool. And we have a restore point, which is interesting. This has been mostly the same. Yeah, I'm still not a fan of this. I think I don't really feel like this is such a big plus at all. I don't know. And this looks, it looks different, but it's the same. Jeez, that guy's looking ominous like. Hello? Are you okay? Sir, can you please move? Thank you. Anyway, let's see. We could quickly go for a space station or something. Actually, let's just go through the teleporter that we have over here. Okay, so yeah, they do look different now. They have a bit of the distorting quality to them now as well, I think. That's stuff that well, do they really? I don't know. Maybe a little bit, but it's mostly like the particles and slightly different swirly look. Maybe some distortion there, but yeah, it looks better for sure. But okay, sure, let's go here. Don't know if that's gonna look any different, any better, or any worse than anything, but we'll see. So far, I have not really seen a reason to come back to the game, and that is a little bit worrying, considering it is a new or a 4.0. 4.0. It's one of the big updates, right? So, and I get that they've done a lot of like under the hood changes to make it work for the Switch, and changed a lot of things that, yeah, you know, it's all good stuff. But same time, the players that have been playing the game don't really seem to be getting anything from this. Let's see. Is the thing that we can buy here? Yep. I want to see if I can see if I can do that. Oh, I can still. Oh, I can upgrade my cargo more. Now that is interesting. Okay, so that's something that even returning players who have previously maxed out their character pretty much can still do. That is nice. I don't think it is a feature that I personally will return for. But maybe we'll see. It honestly, it seems more like just another thing to grind for. Which that reminds me, options. We have difficulty settings here. Okay. Okay. What's the difference between full hazards and health only, and none? What makes full different from hazards and health? Does that do anything for us? I don't know. Survival difficulty, standard, challenging, or relaxed. That's all great. Natural resources. Yeah, you know, I would almost always set this to abundant unless you're somehow wanting to create a very difficult game for yourself, I guess. Um, Standard. Okay. I mean, infinite sprinting seems like very fun, but you know, scanner recharge, again, very vast. Seems very fun, but like, I I do want it to stay at a certain level, because otherwise, like, what am I upgrading my scanner for, you know? I want my upgrades to be actually useful. And if I can just set everything to easy, then my upgrades aren't that useful anymore, are they? Death consequences. No item lost. Standard items destroyed or saved deleted. Ooh. It's permanent mode. Wait, so can you actually... Okay. Right, the game has started. Okay, so that would be kind of scary if you could accidentally just click this and be like, oh, I'm just playing normal mode, and then just die on your 500-hour save or something. that would that would not be fun. But that's a good way to handle it. Crafting and item settings, fuel usage, crafting. So you can just craft stuff for free. That kind of takes the challenge out of everything. Purchases free, availability abundant. Yep. Combat settings, enemy strength on foot combat, space combat, creatures press on. Right. Okay. Inventory transfer range. Now that is one of those things that I would very, very gladly put on infinite. And one of the reasons that I do not like the fact that we have this kind of control right now, because that's just gonna make things that much easier to put everything on easy when you need it. Because this is one of those things I would like to do that, you know? But if I do this, then that opens up the possibility that, you know, there might be something else that I want to do, and, you know, I might just for real quick change that a little bit. And before you know it, you're changing everything how you see fit, which at that point, what's the point of having a difficulty at all? You know, I don't know. Hyperdrive system access, specialized or really specialist drives to reach. Right. Again, this kind of negates the crafting of a specialized hyperdrive. Like it it it's a button to remove gameplay, and I don't like that because hyperdrives. Let's see, is my hyperdrive actually still fully functional like this? Because I have these are just my hyperdrive ranges, huh? Right. That's annoying. Indium drive package. So let's just install this one. Oh, I can't. I have to actually. Okay, so I might have to upgrade my ship as well, because I'm guessing I can upgrade to these slots, but I just don't have those slots at the moment. Okay, that's fine. But let's go back to the whole hyperdrive thing. Normally you'd start out with a regular old broken hyperdrive that you have to do some stuff on the planet to repair your hyperdrive, get some fuel for it, and then you can start going to other systems and start exploring, right? And eventually you would need to go to a red system for something, or wait, I think you go to the green systems first, right? Yeah. No, red. I don't know. Either one of them. You would need to go there, and you'd need to craft a not an indium drive, but a cadmium drive, I think is what it's called. Do we have the catalog here for technology? Starship. Right. Right. See more around. Okay. Do we have the is the indium drive not in here then? What the hell? Other cadmium drive, emerald drive, and the indium drive. That's it. Okay, so first you need a cadmium drive, which requires some chromatic metal and some wiring loom. Fair, you can get those in any system. Chromatic metal, you just get some copper and refine that, and that's fine. But you have to craft this. You have to get the recipe for it from the anomaly or some other way. You have to craft this, and once you've crafted this, then you can go to the red stellar bodies, which that's great. You've unlocked something. You've achieved something, right? And yeah, eventually you'll want to go to like blue systems, for example, and you'll be like, hey, I need emerald. What the fuck is emerald? Then maybe you'll find out, hey, this one is called an emerald drive. Maybe that has something to do with the stuff I need for the indium drive here. And you see cadmium. Cadmium also, I don't know what it is. Wait a minute. Cadmium is something we get from red systems, isn't it? Right, so you go to red system, you grab some cadmium, which is, you already should know how to do that because you have been making chromatic metal from copper probably, which that's the same thing in red systems. You get cadmium that way. So hey, now you have your emerald drive you can build, and then eventually, after you've visited a green system, you can grab some emerald and you can grab your indium drive. But now you don't need to do all that. Whereas that's kind of like like your main mechanic to unlocking the entire galaxy map, at least. You're you're still very limited unless you have portals, but having these allows you to go anywhere you want on the galaxy map, pretty much. And that's a bit of a milestone, a bit of an achievement, a bit of fun. And that button just deletes that, which, I don't know. Um, I don't know. I don't like it because it makes it very easy to say, okay, I've done all of that, but I don't want that space in my tech because now we don't have a lot of space for tech anymore. I mean, we have more space in our tech inventory, but we can't install tech in our normal inventory anymore, so that kind of balances out. We have done the whole upgrade system thing, and you know, that was fun, but we kind of would like some space in our tech slots, so you know, just turn this on. So we don't need the specialized hyperdrive upgrade, indium drive. And for some people that would mean probably saving 3 slots because it's not really all that well known that you only need the indium drive to access all of them. You don't need the cadmium or emerald drive to go to the systems if you have the indium drive installed. But so yeah, that's three slots in your tech that you can get rid of. Technically, it's only one because the other two aren't actually required. But a lot of people don't know that they're not. So yeah, you're freeing up 3 slots. Of course, you're gonna do this, right? Or at least the temptation is gonna be high. And that's already like 2 things here that you wanna turn them on, but you're kind of like making you're allowing the player to control how easy your game is, and for some players that's fine. A lot of players that might not be a great idea. Some players will know, hey, now it's too easy. I'll put it up a little bit again. But for things like this one specifically, once this is unrestricted, you're not going to go back to this, because going back to this now means that you need to reinstall those modules that you have already replaced with something else, probably because you needed the space, right? So you're not going to do that. And I don't know. I don't like this system. I don't. As much as I would like to use these, I don't like it because it allows me to do these things that make the game a lot easier. base power. Again, that is a very tempting one because, you know, if base power is completely free, then you don't have to deal with a lot of bullshit that you need to do in a regular game. And I don't know. That's again, it's one of those that, yeah, I would like to use that because it saves a lot of extra steps to getting your base online. And since building is kind of your end game here, you're gonna kind of make your end game a little easier, which I gotta say, while this isn't gonna make the end game less enjoyable per se. In fact, I think it will make it better. But I don't know. It also kind of makes a lot of things obsolete that you then might not get. Like you might just turn this base power to free and not get the blueprints for things like the electromagnetic generators and stuff like that, because you don't need power, so why would you get the recipe for that? But if you do that, you're not going to be able to use that as a building part, which the electromagnetic generator, for example, is actually a pretty cool build part if you especially if you are into glitch building and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't like this. I don't. So yeah, there's that. I do still want to have a look at the space anomaly, I think, to see if I can't. Oh, let me actually check something real quick first. I do have empty slots, right? Yeah. Do I have empty slots here though? Could I put, no, I can't. Right, so I need some extra slots here, probably, if I want that that trade rocket. Because that is the one thing I think that I really kind of want to get. Also, what the hell is going on there? I don't know. That is the one thing that I really kind of want to get, because, well, it's a new thing. It's a new thing that might make gameplay a little easier as well. And I actually have to go get it, so that's good. So I want to go get that. How long have we been going anyway? Where's my hour and a half? Okay, well, that's all fine. Let's go out. Okay, so that's our restore point now. Oh, okay, so going in and out of your starship now creates what used to be a manual save instead of a autosave that it used to do, because an autosave is now no longer what it used to be. But that's interesting. Also kind of not great. because with the old system you had autosaves and manual saves, and you know, you could kind of decide where you would create your manual saves. Now, if you use your ship, which you might be wanting to do that for a bunch of things, you are creating manual saves with not much choice in the matter. I don't know if I like that. I don't know that I like that at all. I would much rather have going in and out of your spaceship not create a save, and have like an option to save when you get near that isn't pressing E, like maybe pressing F or something instead creates a save, something like that, because then you have the choice still of making a save. And now we have an automatic save system which will constantly save, and a system that isn't fully manual because it saves when you get out of your ship. Yeah, I don't know. Unless, and I might have to check that, the restore point that it says there is actually an autosave that it restores. But, you know, autosaves are still called autosaves, and restore point are still restore points. So I'm, yeah, considering this is 3 minutes ago, I'm relatively sure it makes a restore point. It would be fine if it made an auto save, I think. But that one also, nah, that wouldn't really be great either. Yeah, that wouldn't be great. Da, da, da. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not liking the save system at the moment. Feels a little bit like it might fuck you over a little. Exosuit research. Let's see. I'm gonna guess this is where we get the trade rocket. Yes, there it is. Costs 90 nanites. Cool. Heirloom hydrogen. Okay. That is fine. Why do I only have 5 the hydrogen? Do I not have the hydrogen in the freighter somewhere? Oh. That's annoying. I can't actually see any of the inventories I have from a distance if my freighter isn't nearby. Okay. Oh, come on. Jesus. Sure. I will say the jetpack doesn't feel that much less powerful at the moment, but I was going to go here so I have access to my storage. And I don't know if that was always the case, but I'm under the impression that we used to be able to at least see our inventories even when we wouldn't be able to access it. But I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, let's see. Oh well, I can't actually install it because I don't have space in my tech here. Also, right, okay, so if we press X we can store it. Okay, that's cool. And now let's store one of these here. Let's install the trade rocket. Right, we do have the hydrogen. It was just not in our thing. Okay, that's cool. Right. We have this area here. Wait, is this? No. Let's have a look at a planet real quick. We're gonna just go somewhere, see what it does. I don't know where to go. Bases, let's see. Sure. Titanium rig. Let's go look there or something. Maybe not. This seems like a nice planet. Have a look here. I am also very much wondering what happens if a system does not have a space station, if it's like a first contact undiscovered system. With no, I don't know. First contact is just that you've discovered it, but there might still be life forms, I think. Okay, so let's see. Do we have some vehicles? I think it might be in here. Yeah. Okay, trade rocket. Okay. Right. For a second there, I was like not sure if it was gonna land in the right. Is this gonna stop at all, or? the one new feature, and it does this. Guys, cannot launch, no, blah blah blah. Okay, fair. So say we wanna put some oh. Now that's a little bit annoying. We can no longer use W and S to split our stacks. Can we do that with this? No. How do we split our stacks? Move and stack. Okay. Q and E. Okay. Right. Okay. So we just want to give them like 10 of it. That's fine. Here we go. Sell loaded items for 10 or for 400 units. That's fine. Oh, okay, so now it does that. And it blasts off. Okay. Well, let's fix the issue with where's it going? Is that thing just gonna crash? Fix the issue with the graphics there, but come on, guys. That's not a great first thing to do. I kind of want to see now if that's just a one-time thing. Pardon me. I want to see if that's a one-time thing or if it's just always going to do that. Because if it's always going to do that, then that's not great, I'll say. Yeah, it's always going to do that, huh? Okay, honestly, I think I am pretty much done with this update. I'm gonna just call it here. I'm very disappointed, I think. Some things are okay. I kind of want to improve my character now again because kind of need all those inventory upgrades again and, you know, get that fixed. But honestly, that just seems like busy work that I'm honestly not that excited to do right now. So I'm gonna call it here. Yeah, definitely a disappointing update for me. That's not to say that it's a bad update. There have been they have ported the game to the Switch of all things, like this tiny little thing that just can play No Man's Sky now. So that's great. That's absolutely great, and they have improved some things for everybody as well. So, you know, still that's amazing, but it doesn't give me any more reason to come back to the game per se. So yeah, that's a little bit of a shame. I'm gonna call it here. If you've seen me do anything that you are not sure about or have any questions about, feel free to leave a comment. And yeah, if you just want to say hi, that is fine as well. and I'll see you in the next time, probably with